World, Nicholas Coriano here, business school graduate, law school graduate, professional vacationer. If you know me, you know that's not true. You know I love to run to the back. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm currently in Fort Myers Beach. I wanted to put this video together to say two things. One, vacation rental businesses are a great business, but the business tip of the day is remove the barriers to your goal. So, a lot of people, and I do this, I'm conscious of doing this too in business, right? They say, I'm gonna start this business, I'm gonna make this money, then I'm gonna invest it in X, real estate. Or I'm gonna, invest in this, and when I make the money from this, I'm gonna invest in this. Or even to business solutions, sorry for the little fountain of youth here, but in business solutions, they'll say, once I make enough money from this, I'll start investing in this, knowing that the second thing that they're going to invest in is the cash cow, the winner. I'll give you an example of what happened to me this week. I'm here to close a major real estate deal. In the real estate deal, there's a lot of things I got to do to close this real estate deal. It's a vacation rental company. I'm here to acquire another 100 units for the company that I'm working for. My take is 20% of the company. And what I found is that I don't think I need to be down here, and you guys don't have all the context of this deal, but the truth is I can do my job from a pool, I can do my job from an office, anywhere I got a phone and internet access, I can do this. But I come down to Fort Myers Beach to get you do have to smell the deal, you have to be part of the deal, you have to be close to the players involved in the deal. That will bring you power and leverage. But I found myself lost in doing day-to-day activities that need to be done for the business, but aren't the biggest catalyst to accomplish my goal of closing my deal. So, where I should have been sending postcards directly to homeowners, I posted on Facebook and Twitter. Now, I'm very effective. Those things are on my list of things to do anyway. But if I had to when I wrote the list down in order of effectiveness, I think maybe part of the problem was I didn't write the list in order, and I just said, these are the things that have to get done. And I did the easiest things first, but they're not the most effective things. Now, there's something to say about doing the easiest things first because it gives you this sense of momentum. If you try the hardest thing first and it takes you too long, you might quit. You need this kind of sense of momentum. So there's something to be said about doing the easiest things first, but I didn't do the effective things. So now I'm here 13 days. This is a 1-year deal. This is a 1-year project, 1-year contract. So it's not that I'm behind, but I realized that the 13 days I've been here, it's been 12 really only so far, but it will be 14 before I leave, haven't been used to the maximum efficacy. I could have used the time better by doing the things that actually accomplish my goal as opposed to just the easy things or just the things that I know I can do right now, right? So take the time to audit yourself. I gave myself an F this week. I've been in this project now for 2 months. I've been 3 trips down here. My first trip I gave myself an A. My second trip I gave myself a B+ because I grabbed the data and I put together a game plan. First deal, I signed the deal, right? First trip, I signed the deal. Second deal, I negotiated the deal. Second trip, I signed the deal and got all the data, all the base points, and I put together a strategy. So I gave myself an A for signing the deal, a B for executing the deal and putting together a strategy. I would have gave myself an A if I had executed one of the benchmarks on the deal. But in my third trip, it's time to execute. It's time to execute. Now, there's these action steps when it comes to execute. So let's say your execution list entitles you or says you gotta, put 100 contracts into play, right? You got to get 100 people to sign contracts, or you got to get 100 clients. That's the goal. Don't confuse the goal with the action list. The goal is get 100 properties, for my particular case, get 100 properties under management for this vacation rental company, which is great, by the way. They let me stay in their units. It's an awesome thing. I love the deal. I'm betting my own dollars and my own time on the deal. But on that action list of how to get that done, how do I get 100 people, right? Well, maybe I make 1,000 phone calls. Maybe I send 1,000 emails a week. Maybe I put up Facebook ads. Maybe I put up Instagram ads. Maybe I put up YouTube videos. Maybe I directly mail all of the owners because I can get the list at town hall, right? I know who owns the properties. I know who's renting them out. I can get that list. Now, out of that list, you can put it in two orders. One is the easy way, right? So Facebook is easy. Writing emails is easy. I already got the email list. That was hard, but I got that. So you can put it in the list of what's easiest to what's hardest. Then you can put it in the list of what's the most cheapest to the most expensive, because you only have a limited amount of resources, right? So you can't go and spend $1 million when you don't have it. So another list, the way I put it is, what's the most cost effective? Which ones do I have the resources to do? And then I put it in the important list, which is what's the most effective? Which ones do I think or I know based off experience? Which ones are the ones that are actually going to close the deal, right? So remember, it's marketing efforts. At the start of the day, before you close the deal, you're going to have to market. You're going to have to get out in front. So in these marketing efforts, again, I put together the same list, all the ways I can do it. Those are the action steps. Don't confuse the goals with the action steps. And then I put that list into, all right, what's effective? All right, what's the cheapest? All right, what's the easiest? Meaning, what can I get done in 2 minutes, right? Instead of starting to work on something for 3 days, that might take 3 days, I put something into action that's going to work in 3 minutes. Okay, that's done. Get that off the list, cross it off the list, move to the next one. Because the goal is to hit everything on the list, right? The goal is to get it every which way it can. But this is just, like I said, this is my entrepreneur's journey. I went to business school. I went to law school. I've started over 20 online businesses. I got a real estate holding company, a services company that provides services to public companies valued under 500 million is our specialty, and then private company clients trying to get on the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange or take their business to the next level. I help clients with that. So this is just an audit of myself, right? And I suggest that all CEOs, all entrepreneurs do this. What is it? What grade do you give yourself this week? Based on your goals, based on the goal you had, right? Not just the action steps you checked off the list. Know that that's part of it, but did you move your agenda forward? Did you actually close the deals? Are you doing the easy things instead of the right things at the right time, right? Be effective. Be strategic. Be strategic. My name is Nicky Coriano. Share this if you thought this will help somebody. Again, just documenting my journey. I call this vlog an entrepreneur's journey. I hope you guys are rocking. I hope you guys are motivated. Never quit. Never give it up. Keep learning. They say my quote of the week so far has been, look, you got to learn from mistakes, but they don't have to be your own. I don't know who said it, but I think it's great, right? Absolutely correct, man. The mistakes I made that I learned from, my return is 100x next time I perform some kind of strategy or implementation or business move. And when I learn from other people's mistakes, it saves me even 10 times more time. I actually spent last night ordering 20 business books because I had to ask myself, Nick, are you investing in much in your education as you are in leisure, as you are in clothing, as you are in food? Because food for the brain is even more important. I hope you guys are rocking. Stay motivated. Be great.